We interrupt our normal podcasting schedule to bring you a special session. 16 billion passwords have been compromised, and no one is talking about it. Wait, what? I'm about to tell you about the largest security breach in human history, and the most shocking part isn't the scale of it. It's that almost nobody is talking about it, at least not anymore. Imagine for a moment that every single person on Earth had their most private password stolen. And then imagine it happened again. That's 16 billion passwords, more than double the global population. And here's the terrifying part. Your password is probably among them. All this happened last week, June 20th, 2025 to be exact. So, Nova, I gotta be honest. When I first saw the headlines about this so-called 16 billion password leak, I thought, okay, here we go again. Another big tech company got hacked, right? But the more I dug in, the more I realized this is a whole different beast. This isn't Apple or Google getting breached. This is infostealer malware, just quietly sitting on people's devices, scooping up every password you've ever typed. It's not just a breach, it's like a global heist happening in slow motion.
Yeah, and the wild part is, most folks don't even know it's happening. Like, I was talking to a friend back in the Bronx. She runs this little catering business, right? She's not some techie, just hustling, doing her thing. One day she wakes up, can't get into her business email, her Instagram's locked, and her bank's calling about suspicious activity. Turns out, she'd been using the same password everywhere. One slip, and boom, her whole digital life's wide open. And it wasn't some big company's fault. It was that malware, just chilling on her laptop, collecting everything.
Exactly. And what's so chilling about this is how organized it is. We're not talking about some messy old list of passwords from years ago. These data sets are fresh, they're structured, website, username, password, all lined up like a criminal's shopping list. And a lot of it's coming from these Russian criminal networks. But honestly, it's global. Nobody's safe. It doesn't matter if you're in New York, Mexico, Thailand. If you've got a device, you're a target.
And the scale, Dr. Kim, 16 billion credentials. That's more than double the number of people on Earth. Like, if you're listening to this, your password is probably in there. I know folks want to believe, oh, I'm too small, nobody's coming for me. No, this is automated. It's industrial. They don't care who you are. They just want access, and they want it now.
And the worst part? Most of these passwords are still in use. This isn't some old Yahoo breach from 2013. These are credentials people are using right now for their email, their bank, their business. It's like the locks on your doors just got copied and handed out to strangers. And you don't even know what happened.
So let's talk about what happens next, right? Because it's not just about losing your Instagram or your email. Once these criminals get your logins, they start connecting the dots. They'll try that same password on your bank, your PayPal, your Shopify store, anywhere you've got money or data. And if they get in, it's game over. I mean, I've seen folks lose thousands overnight just because they reused a password from some random shopping site.
Yeah, and it's not just about the money either. I had a client, small e-commerce business, doing pretty well. She used the same password for her email, her store backend, and her payment processor. One day, she's locked out of everything. Criminals got in, changed her payout info, started sending fake invoices, even emailed her customers pretending to be her. She lost thousands, and her reputation took a hit. And you know what? Nobody notified her. There's no company to blame, no letter in the mail. She was just left to pick up the pieces.
That's the part that makes me mad. When Target or Equifax gets hacked, at least you get a letter, maybe some free credit monitoring. But with this, you're on your own. There's no one responsible for telling you your stuff's out there. And these criminals, they're not just draining your bank account. They're studying you, reading your emails, learning how you talk, who you work with. Then they use that info to run scams, like those fake wire transfer emails. I heard about a company that lost over $200,000 because the criminals mimicked the CEO's writing style. That's next-level social engineering.
And it's not just big companies. If you're a solopreneur, a coach, a consultant, if you use your personal email for work, or you log into business accounts from your phone, you're at risk. This isn't just a tech problem, it's a business survival problem. And honestly, the psychological toll is real. Once you know your private info might be in the hands of criminals, every login feels risky. It changes how you work, how you trust people online.
And let's be real, the media didn't help. They botched the story, made it sound like just another big hack, and then moved on. So people tune it out like, oh, another breach, whatever. But this is different. This is the foundation for a whole new wave of crime, and most folks don't even know they're exposed.
Let's face it, you're on your own, but you're not powerless. Here are 6 actions you can take immediately. 1. Change passwords immediately for critical accounts. Google, Apple, Bing, banks, email, etc. Do it yesterday if you haven't yet. Assume your passwords are compromised. I don't care how clever you think you are or how recently you changed them. Just assume they're out there. Start with your most important accounts. Email, bank, anything that can reset other passwords. Change those now and make them unique. Don't just add a 1 to the end. Make it something totally new.
2. Stop reusing passwords. Use a reputable password manager. Let them generate long, randomized strings. I know, you're thinking, I can remember my passwords. I don't need another app. But listen, I finally got my stubborn uncle to use one after he almost lost his mortgage payment to a scam. He was old school, writing passwords on sticky notes, reusing the same one for everything. It took a scare, but now he's got Bitwarden, and he's like, Nova, why didn't you make me do this sooner? Don't wait for a wake-up call. Let the tech do the heavy lifting.
3. Turn on MFA everywhere. Enable multi-factor authentication everywhere you can. Authenticator apps, hardware keys, whatever you've got. That extra step can stop a criminal cold even if they have your password. And if you want to be ahead of the curve, start using passkeys, biometrics, instead of passwords. Apple, Google, Microsoft, they're all moving that way. It's the future. And it's way harder for criminals to steal your face or your fingerprint.
4. Check have been pwned and dark web monitoring tools to see if your accounts were involved. 5. Scan devices for malware on a regular basis, like every day, and strengthen your endpoint security.
6. Monitor your financial and email statements for weird activity. Don't forget to monitor your accounts too. Set up alerts for logins, weird activity, anything out of the ordinary. If you're not applying for new credit, freeze your credit reports. It's free, and it blocks a lot of fraud before it starts. And honestly, the biggest thing is changing your mindset. This isn't a one and done thing. Security has to be a habit, not a chore. Use unique passwords, keep your software updated, stay curious about new threats. Don't let breach fatigue make you numb. The criminals are counting on you to get tired and give up. Don't give them that satisfaction.
And share this episode, y'all. Seriously. The people who need to hear this are the ones who think it can't happen to them. Don't wait for the next headline. By then, it might be too late. Dr. Kim, you got any last words before we wrap?
Just this. The password apocalypse is here, but you don't have to be a victim. Take action today, protect yourself, and help someone else do the same. Nova, always a pleasure breaking it down with you.
Always, Dr. Kim. Y'all stay safe, stay smart, and we'll catch you next time on the AI-Powered Entrepreneur Podcast. Peace.
Bye, everyone. Don't forget to change those passwords.
Thanks for tuning in to the AI-Powered Entrepreneur. If today's episode got you thinking bigger, moving differently, or ready to build smarter, do me a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, and most importantly, take action. Don't just learn about AI, build with it, scale with it. Join the free Facebook group, The Business of Artificial Intelligence, or get on our MindMeld waitlist if you're ready to roll up your sleeves and finally automate the right way. New episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Until then, stay sharp, stay strategic, and remember, you don't need another AI class. You need a digital prescription for growth. I'm Dr. Kim, the AI doctor. Now let's get to work.